Arg, how are ye this morning, time pirates? I just went
Arg.
over and I told, because Alicia's like sitting there waiting for me on Ninja, and
I was
I'm like, oh,
waiting
sorry.
frantically.
Like, sorry, got distracted. No one's surprised. So, yeah, it happens. What can I say? But nice, nice. I did not finish Sword of Kaigen this morning because I was distracted. But that's all right. I will finish it today, probably. It's so yucky outside. Is it supposed to rain?
I got sunshine on my end, and we're supposed to be in the 80s.
That's what we had yesterday. It was very pretty. I think we're still in the 80s, but I think it might rain.
It's
Yeah,
disgusting how we're in the 80s already.
it's supposed to rain today and tomorrow. Lovely.
Well,
Well, I have to walk the dog. There's no skipping the dog 2 days in a row. I'll tell you that right now.
nope.
All right, it's low chance this afternoon, so I will walk the dog. No, hide. Shoot.
Take an umbrella.
Lower chance. Nah, no. There's no way. No way I can walk this dog with an umbrella unless somebody used the umbrella to beat her. Yeah, there's no way. It's
Don't do that.
not, and of course I'm not going to. So yeah, that's not happening. Um, yeah, it's not those kind of walks. These are not nice leisurely walks where you have your umbrella and gently walk. Yeah, no, not with this dog. Definitely not.
Maybe if she was older, less hyper.
Maybe when she's 9. I don't see this happening until then. I had one dog that did not slow down until she literally blew her ACLs.
Oh my god.
I have a feeling that's this one. Not until she literally injures something. She's not slowing down. And Lindsay was first. Nicely done, Lindsay. Lindsay's working, so doing work tasks during sprints. Boo. Yes, boo. I mean, that's what I did yesterday too, though. I get it. And I'm previously made a 50 before 50 series list inspired by the reading and writing life. So I'm midway through counting the total books. Ooh, nice.
I was
I'm like,
wondering what that meant.
yeah, 50 before 50. I have, I'll be turning 51 Friday. So it's way too late for me. I guess I could do 60 before 60, but I have enough reading lists. Molly says, boo for the working. And Molly, oh, I mean, work stuff. Certainly not that you were first. That's so funny, Molly. I assumed it was the work stuff. Lindsay, hi, Molly, and everyone else, and laughs, and Dharma, hi, everyone. I'm drafting my urban fantasy heist novel. Woohoo! Nicely done. I'm extra tired today, but I don't think that's odd for Tuesdays after being up late on Mondays. Lindsay says the battle for first is real. Ren says hello, everyone. Hello, Ren. Good afternoon. Molly says hi, Lindsay, Dharma, Ren, Kelly, and Alicia. And Molly storms with the chance of tornadoes, Kelly. Ooh, yikes, that doesn't sound good.
No
You be
way.
careful up there. Ren says have some catching up to do with Priory. Yeah, me too. I got
Me too.
Sunday's pages done yesterday, but not Monday's because I'm concentrating on Sword of Kaigen. I really want to get it done. I need to start Project Hail Mary, so I'm telling you, there was some really, really, really good scenes in Sword of Kaigen. It's like I said, I'm now understanding why people love this book. I'm also understanding why people DNF this book. I understand both of those things. Ren says, "Hey Molly." Sometimes I'm like, I don't understand why people loved it. Right? I'm like, I don't get it. What did you see in this book? And other times I'm like, how could you not read that? It was so good. This one, I'm like, I get both of you. I get it. I get both of you.
Yep.
So we'll see how it ends. I've heard there's an ambiguous ending, which will piss me off a little, but that's all right. Oh, sorry, so rude. Ren says hello to Molly. And Molly, unless that was yesterday. Tornadoes were days ago for us. It was a long time ago. We had sun yesterday and it was in the 70s. Yeah, we had sun yesterday and it was in the 80s. And today, rain. Nice. And Megan says, hi, Kelly and Alicia. Why, hello, Megan. It is so good to see you. Dharma says, I hope to read Priory one of these days. I tried listening to the audiobook, but the narrator's Caribbean accent was so heavy, combined with so many unfamiliar names, I couldn't follow along. Yeah, there's no way I could listen to this audiobook. This is definitely I must read with my eyeballs book. I remember names and places and what's going on. I understand much, much better when I read something than when I listen to it. Like in school, like being lectures and all that, but I taught myself most of the stuff by actually reading the book and doing the examples, right? That's how I learned. So that is still how I retained things, which is why I like my crunchy fantasy. I like it much better reading it than listening to it. So I end up listening to a lot of sword and sorcery kind of fantasy. Romantasy I can usually listen to because it's really not that complicated. And
Did you say crunchy fantasy?
yeah. That's like it's fantasy that has like a bunch of stuff in it, right? Lots of different worlds, weird names, different religions, wars, ancient history, really, really deep.
I just wanted to make sure I was hearing you correctly. I was like, what the hell's a crunchy fantasy? Never
Yeah,
heard that.
so that's what I like. So with those, I do prefer to read them.
At least I
So
now
yeah,
know
I
what it
get
is.
that, Dharma. I would be totally lost if I was trying to listen to this in audiobook.
Thanks for the heads up because I have the audiobook.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of times you like listen to the audio and read the book. If you're going to do that, you'll be fine, right? But just listening
Right.
to the audiobook, there's no way. For me, there are plenty of people who do, and they're just fine. But that's my brain can't do it.
I like to know where I'm at in the book.
Yeah, Dharma says the accent was beautiful but difficult to understand. Yeah, for sure. Especially like you said with terms that you're not familiar with. So now you're interpreting the accent and the thing. And let's face it, when we listen to audiobooks, we're not just sitting there listening to the audiobook, right? We're doing other things too. So you have that added distraction. So when it's something like this that is so, crunchy,
Oh my gosh.
you need to sit down and actually read it. You need to be non-distracted. Molly says, I want to do a 60 before April list.
As in
I'm
like
not-
next month, April?
I'm sure that's exactly what she means.
Oh Lord.
Kiana says, good morning, Kiana. I saw your Goodreads. You're like, I have no idea who anyone is or what's going on for Priory.
Oh.
Are you listening to it on audio? I'm just curious. And Ren says, hey, Kiana. And Kiana says, I'm so lost to Priory. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it on the thing. And Nerdy's joined us again. Good morning. Good to see you. Molly says, Dharma, I have a hard time with audiobooks when the perspective jumps around, plus Priory is groping.
Is Groping to be my first annotated book?
I don't know if groping's the right word. Molly says, hey, Key, I got lost fast, so that's why I'm annotating it.
Maybe she meant going. It's going to be her first annotated.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. That's right. Nerdy, yeah, sometimes better to see it when you have multiple perspectives, for sure. And I'm sorry, I read any more fantasy that's first person, I think I'm gonna stab someone. It's just not good. Not romantasy, but again, romantasy is not that dense. But I mean these things that are trying to be epic fantasy and they tell it from one perspective. You got to stop, people. You got to stop. That's these sci-fi that they're telling it from one perspective, that are like really dense world science fictions and stuff. I'm like, come on, people. This is not. It's
Get
not.
it together.
It's driving me. I don't think I want to read anymore. They're just disappointing. So they're really, really long. And so disappointing. I'm like, I don't know why I'm wasting my time when I can read these other books that are so much better.
It's a lot to read.
Kiana says, I'm trying to annotate too, but it's a lot of characters and just seems disjointed. I'll give it a few more pages. Oh, see, I don't feel like it's disjointed.
Talking about Priory?
Yeah, that's what Kiana's talking about.
Oh. I wouldn't know. I haven't started yet. I need to get caught up.
Nerdy says, book by who? If you mean the book we're talking about for March of the Mammoths, we're reading The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. It is making me a fan. Like, I want to pick up the Bone Season, which is her other series. But you have to like this kind of fantasy, right? This isn't for everyone.
Right.
But this is the kind of fantasy I grew up with multiple perspectives and big worlds and ancient histories and unknown magics awakening, that kind of stuff. That is as traditional as fantasy gets. So, I mean, that's all the way back to Lord of the Rings. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is, and it's my favorite kind still. Kiana says, I'm reading it physically on my Kindle. Yeah, I don't know if that would be different for me or not. I don't know. It is easier on this book because if I forget, wait, are we in the East or the West? Because that makes a difference when you're being confused or not. That I can just flip back to the beginning of the chapter and it tells me whether we're in the East or the West. That has helped me a lot keep things straight, knowing where I am. So maybe that's it. But the chapter should be listed on the Kindle. You should be able to look at it and see if it's East or West. Molly says, if I disappear this morning, it's because the internet company is making enhancements and the internet has been shut off. Oh, that's frustrating. And Nerdy laughs. And Dharma says, I prefer a single POV. Yeah, no, I don't. Absolutely not. Not for this. Not for these really dense things. Urban fantasy, I like a single POV. In romance, I like the double POV where you get the female and the male main lead, or both male main leads, or both female main leads, whatever it is in that relationship. Or like the Warrior Princess Assassin that I just read. That one, it was a throuple, so it was the 3 perspectives in first person. That was fine. No issue with that whatsoever. But with these really dense, epic, high fantasies, I need multiple POVs and I need it in third person. And Kiana says, I think I may not be that into fantasy. Now that's very possible, right? So that just maybe this kind of epic, dense fantasy just isn't for you. And that is okay, because there are plenty of books out there. But yeah, it's very possible. But just because you don't like this one doesn't mean you don't like any of them, right? So you can always try. Or always do like a sword and sorcery instead of the epic fantasy, right? So you still get the fantasy and the dragons and that kind of sort of thing, but it's faster paced. And there's not as many characters, that kind of thing. So it's more, I don't want to say it's surface level because they can still hit emotionally really hard. But they don't take their time getting somewhere. They get there fast. That's sword and sorcery. Like Theft of Swords. Theft of Swords is like that by Michael J. Sullivan. That's a sword and sorcery fantasy. Fast. So this, you might not like this, but you might like that. You know what I mean? That actually would be a good comparison, Kiana. I don't know if you have read Theft of Swords, but that one, I listened to audiobook and had no issue keeping up. They have very different styles. Nerdy says, yeah. And Molly, that could be key. You read a lot of nonfiction, it seems like. And Molly says, hey, Nerdy. And Ren, I think if books like The Faithful and the Fallen series weren't kind of your thing, I understand not liking Priory. Exactly, Ren. Exactly. Because Faithful and Fallen is also a very traditional epic fantasy, which is why I loved it so much. And I kind of wanted to read it again, even though I just finished it. But I need to read A Time of Courage first. So at least I can finish up all the books in that world. But yeah, I loved it. It's 100% what I love.
I have so much to read.
Yeah, we all do. It's okay. We're all on the same page, Alicia. We understand. We totally get it.
I wouldn't have so much to read this month if I was able to read.
Yeah. Ren says, but I will say John Gwynne doesn't change scenes as often in the same chapter. He doesn't, but he has very short chapters. So he does change scenes just as often, if not more often, than Samantha Shannon is doing it. His is just structured differently, and I do prefer his structure because it makes the pacing faster. So he just has a whole bunch of short chapters. And in his books, it always says whose perspective it's in. So that makes it a little easier to follow along. But his, you're right. It's the same style. It's still, high epic fantasy.
Meow.
And Nerdy says, hey to Molly. And Kiana says, I do love a good nonfiction and romance, of course. Yes, I also love both of those things, which, by the way, I used to think I hated romance, but I like modern romance. Abby Jimenez has blown my mind, and I'm having fun with Emily Henry, even though I think hers is more lit fic with strong romance elements. But Abby, my gosh, she's rocked it.
I think I have
That's
a
about
book.
all I've read, though. No, that's not true. Wild Love. Who's that? Elsie Silver.
Elsie Silver.
I've read the first two in that series and quite enjoyed them too.
I have her other series, the Chestnut Springs series, but I haven't read anything yet.
Yeah, that one I loved. Wild Love was so good, and then Wild Eyes was good. So now I need to get Wild Side, I think is next, and then Wild Card, but I might have those two confused. But I need to read those.
Let me see.
Kiana says, I'll check it out. Yeah, check out Theft of Swords. That'll tell you. And you can just be like, I'm not into this epic fantasy, but the sword and sorcery is fun. Do you see what I mean? Then it'll be easier when you're choosing books. And dude, just like we've just been saying, like Alicia just said, there is so much to read. There is no reason why you have to take all this time to read something you're not into. That's what school's for. And maybe some of the nonfiction, right? Some of the nonfiction is like important. You need to read this because it's important. But it's just fantasy. It's not that important. It's just fun.
So it's called the Rose Hill series. The first one is Wild Love.
Right. And then Wild Eyes.
Is Wild Eyes. The third one is Wild Side.
I was right. Yay, Wild Side. And then Wild Card should be the last one.
Yes.
I don't know if that's the last one. The last one published.
Yeah. I do like how she puts them in different colors.
Yeah. But I enjoyed her writing too. So I do like modern fantasy when I hated it when I was a kid. Hated it. Yeah, Ren says Theft of Swords is so good, but it's 2 books in one, so it comes off as way longer than it is. Exactly. It's because he self-published it first, and so when he signed the traditional contract, he made it different so that he could still have the individual ones. So he made a deal. So that's why the books, they look so thick, but there's 2 books in each one. The second one is waiting at on hold for me, so I need to finish these books so I can get that one. So the 3rd and 4th book, I guess, depends on how you look at it. Yeah, I don't remember what the singular book one is called either. And Nerdy Entrepreneur says, I got to finish Murder in the Interstellar Express. Yay! Did you like it? I hope you had fun. Ren says the only cowboy romance I've read so far is the Lila Sage books. Specifically the first 2. Nice. Did you like them? You didn't say if you like them. And these ones, these Elsie Silver ones, they're not exactly cowboy. Like the first one, they are in a small town in the mountains in Canada, but the first one is the son of a rock star who made his own money, who's actually starting a recording studio in this small town. And then the second one is a cowboy. He breaks in horses. And then the girl is actually a country singer who comes in to record in that studio, right? So it's really, I like it. It's not too cowboy. I've seen too many cowboys to actually buy the romance element. I'm sorry, man. Yeah. All right. So, hey, it's 8:20. That seems to always be our time. I like our morning talks. So what are you doing this morning, Alicia?
Breakfast. Other than that, breakfast, and I'm going to try to write something on my novel because I've been slacking.
Yeah. It's time for me to write. I wrote Sunday, so it hasn't been that long, but I did not write yesterday, but I am writing today. So I'm excited.
Yep. So I need to do that, and then I'm going to write my to-do list of things that I would like to get accomplished today. I'm not going to do too much. I think the only thing I really have to do is I'm going to pick up my medicine from the pharmacy, and then I'm going to try to read for the rest of the day. until I have to get the kids at least.
Nice. Get some catch up time in.
We started a new show last night, the husband and so far I'm not a fan.
What is it?
The Sopranos.
Oh, no, thank you.
I mean, I was watching it, but halfway through I got bored. So I started playing on my phone.
Yeah.
So
Nope. I don't need the violent for violence sake kind of shows. Out. And that one's not even that bad compared to modern standards, but at the time it was pretty eye opening.
well,
And Nikki says, "Good morning. This is my favorite kind of fantasy." Which one? Theft of Swords or Priory? Because I love them both, but Priory is my favorite kind. I like worlds I can get just, lost in.
yeah.
Alrighty.
That's why we read in the first place, right?
Yeah,
Because we want to go and see the worlds.
that's exactly why I read. Because this is the only life I get, and I'm never going to be able to do everything. So I want to experience as much as I can. And some things I don't ever want to experience. But if I want to have, right, because some things are just awful, I have no interest in experiencing. I'm grateful I don't have to experience some of them. But it also grows empathy if you can understand what someone else is going through.
Right.
So it is also important to read to understand perspectives. Like the audiobook I'm listening to right now is this historical fiction. It's the Beauty Queen of Jerusalem, and this is the part I'm at right now is before World War II in Jerusalem, where the Jewish communities were mostly from Spain. How weird is that?
Interesting.
And I had no idea. So they're speaking like this Yiddish / Spanish combo. I didn't even know it was a thing, which is funny because one of my friends she's getting her doctorate. It's Nancy, who was on our reading thing the other day, studying Jews that came from Spain. And she's actually traveling to Spain in April.
Oh, wow.
To go see all these historic sites. And I'm like, what a coincidence. I'm like, have you read this book? That's what I'm going to ask her. I'm like, did you read this? Because I think you'd
If not,
understand
you
it a lot
should.
better than I'm understanding it.
She's going to be like, oh, yeah, I've read that. That's fantastic.
She's like, oh, yeah, well, when the Spanish Jews came over. But seriously, she could answer a lot of the questions I have, guaranteed. So it's just so funny to me. Like they're saying, again, they're in the fledgling Israel, right? And they're like, they're like, "Donde es?" I'm like, "What do you mean, donde es? That's not Hebrew. What are you doing?" It's so weird. So yeah,
You're like,
it's
I'm not in Kansas anymore.
right, and it's a lit fic, and it's translated from Hebrew, so that
Oh, wow.
that's got to sound incredible. The So it's translated, and it is one of those. It's a lit fic, multi-generational. So I'm before World War II right now, but it's going to go through World War II and then all the way to the 70s. So multi-generations.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's fascinating. But again, completely different than anything I will or could have ever experienced, right? This is the kind of stuff that teaches you empathy. So awesome. Ugh. Though the only thing it's teaching me right now is men suck. I was like, well, I already knew that.
Yeah. That is true.
All right. But that's again why I read wide. I don't just read one thing.
Yep.
All right, here we go. First sprint. Let's see if we can get all 3 in today. We can do it. Here we go.
Got this.
And there was our first sprint. I did not get any words done, but I have caught up and I know where I'm going next sprint. How did you do, Alicia?
I ate breakfast and I am searching for my chapter notes again because I seem to have misplaced them again. There is something about this novel at this point that just seems like it doesn't want to be written, but it needs to be done.
You could do it. Just get to the end. Get to the end.
I'm trying, but I gotta find where I had redone those notes because apparently I hadn't updated it in the file. So I was trying to do that real quick and I can't find them. I don't know what I
That
did
I
with them.
understand.
I
Yeah.
thought I had them in my binder because whenever I write, I put all the notes in one place, but it's not there.
I blame you for continuously cleaning off my desk. I know where everything I need is. It's in this pile somewhere.
It's normally that's what I do because I'll have a pile of papers and I'll go, okay, this needs to go in this binder, this needs to go in this binder, this needs to go in this binder, because I have binders.
Yeah, but now you have to search all the binders. See, for me, it's right there in that pile. I know it's here.
It's writing stuff, so it should be in the writing binder. I don't understand. I just don't understand, man.
I love it. I love it. Molly says, how do you feel about Murder on the Interstellar Express? Nerdy? And Nikki says, Priory World. Yes, Nikki, that's my favorite. It's my favorite kind of fantasy too. I agree. And I'm reading a lot of that. So I'm reading Priory this week. I'm reading A Time of Courage this month. I'm reading Bone Chart Emperor this month. So I'm getting a lot of my favorite kind of fantasy. Sword of Kaigen I'm finishing. So yeah. And Jean joined us. Good morning, Jean. Good to see you. And she says, good morning to Kelly and Alicia and about to do my steps. Excellent. Get those steps in. I'm going to have to, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to have to eat something a little substantial so I have enough energy. And then I'm going to have to walk her and cross my fingers it doesn't start raining. But if it does, I guess I get wet and I'm coming home. So I'm at least going to try. I can't control the rain, but I can control whether I leave the house or not.
This is true.
Kiana says, I got to page 47 of Priory and 75% of Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. Very cool. Molly says, I'm 25% into queso just in time and arc. I mean, cheese can come just in time. I agree.
This is true.
You should always have an emergency cheese stash. You never know when you're going to need it.
Yep.
Ren says, made it to 264 of 804. And Loth sure is one popular man. I adore Loth. Everyone is talking about him even when he's not there. Ooh, he must be very handsome. And Nikki says, I got to page 214 in Day of Fallen Night. Nicely done, Nikki. Nicely done. So, very cool. Can't stop yawning.
Being so productive this morning.
Right? I love it. I love it. Well, I do plan on getting a writing done next sprint. So we will definitely do that. Molly says, I made a list of all my arcs that are 300 pages or less. These will be my first reads. There are 142. Wow.
You have 142 arcs?
I think I have 8 and I'm overwhelmed. I don't know how.
Ma'am, first of all, how did you get so many? And 2, why?
Yeah, I have 8. I have 8 and I'm overwhelmed. I don't know how you're doing it.
I still need to review some of mine on NetGalley. They're probably archived by now, but
well, I make sure to download them right away. So as long as you download them right away,
yeah,
then you have them. So I always, because I don't want them archived and then I can't review them unless I buy one, and then that makes my numbers suck, right? So just in case I get that review, I must have.
I think there's a way that you could go in, because I did it for one of them, where as long as you know what the title is, and you could go in and still write the review.
Right. I could, but that I would have to go buy it then. Do you see what I mean? So that's why I make sure I download them so I have them all.
Oh.
Otherwise, how are you going to review it?
Oh, like if you're on NetGalley, you can go find the title.
No. Okay, let me try again. If I get it on NetGalley, they're like, yes, please do this one. Okay.
Uh,
And then it gets archived and I haven't read it yet. Then I have to go buy it to read it so I can review it.
well, I know that's where you download it part. But I'm
Yes,
saying
so
like
I
when
always
you
download it.
review it, when you review it, you can't go back to the listing to, even though it's archived, to review it.
It's in my, if you've downloaded it, it is
Yeah.
in my give feedback, even if it's archived.
Oh.
See,
Well,
so
then
it's
maybe I should
always in
check
give
mine.
feedback. Yeah. So give feedback has all of the things, whether it's archived or not.
Okay. Then I have to go look at mine.
Yeah, it's on the shelf part.
It's been a little bit since I've looked at it.
And I only have one that I have not received. No, two that I have not received.
Now I have to remember how to sign in. Damn it.
There's always one more thing.
This is why my desk is atrocious half the time, because I just pull everything out.
Let's see. Ren says, I have about 55 arcs and I am indeed overwhelmed. Yeah, it's a lot. Molly Kelly, you only have so many days to read them after you download them. I have some I've downloaded in September and I still have them, so I don't understand. They're on my Kindle. They haven't gone anywhere. So I don't know why I only have so many days. And Kiana says, I have 11 arcs. Yeah, see, Kiana, you're more same, right? Like that's more with my 8 here. Ren says you can review even after it's archived. Yeah. Charles says 91% into Alchemized. Got to see it through to the end. That's you're like, I just got to get through it. You have no interest. I'm not even going to touch that one. Vanessa, what's our next stopping point for Book of Doors?
I put it in the Discord.
Yeah, so it's in the Discord. Also, it is.
I think it's part 5.
Yeah, it's definitely a part I just saw. Yep, part 5. Part 5.
Yep.
That's where we'll stop on Wednesday.
But if you go to my Discord, there is
Yeah, Jean says if you download them to Kindle, they stay forever. That's why, Jean. So that's why I have them. And that's exactly what I've done. I've downloaded all of the ones I have so far. I've downloaded them to Kindle. Thank you, Jean. I was going to say, I swear I still have, they're all there. I don't understand.
Damn it.
And Ren usually sends them to Kindle too. There you go. And Vanessa says, you missed a few messages. That's why you missed my entry. Oh, I'm sorry. Did they just go away? I did miss a few. Sorry. It's because the thing runs, it skips and I'm tired.
Vanessa's entry was after Ren's speaking of arcs. I need to start Book of Fallen Leaves.
Yes. And Kiana says Nikki is getting extra credit. That's right, because she's reading the prequel right now. And Charles says, morning, Charles. And Ren says, speaking of arcs, I need to start Book of Fallen Leaves. It comes out in a week. You got this. And then there's Vanessa, and Charles says, hydrate and save. Thanks, Charles. He's trying. Look, we love you, Charles, but you're no Christina. So sorry. All right, then we got the arcs. Those I got.
I am putting in the link for the Discord so that they can find the thingy.
Perfect. Molly says there is a coda trick. Molly, oh yeah, if you send them to Kindle, it's forever. There you go. That's why.
Okay.
Ed Ren says there's a 60-day countdown if you read the book in the NetGalley app. There you go. Yeah, nope, it's all on my Kindle. Vanessa says thank you. And Kiana, but my unread owned books is a whole other story. Same, Kiana. Same for Alicia too.
Oh yeah, my unread books, you don't want to know. It's a It's at the part where the don't ask, don't tell policy. I have my own library of unread books.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh, uh, yeah, Kiana says pun intended. Books is a whole other story. Yeah, whole
Yep.
other lots of stories.
Yep.
And Molly says hi to Charles. And Lindsay says, how do I join the 100 Pages book Discord? So that should be down. So Alicia just posted it for you, Lindsay.
And Molly.
And Molly says hi to Vanessa. Vanessa says, hey, Molly. I thought Molly was already on there. And Kiana says, hey, Vanessa, Jean, and Charles.
No, Molly
Vanessa says,
posted
hey,
the link
Kiana.
after I did.
Oh, Molly also posted it. I gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Jean says they only disappear if you only read on the NetGalley Reader. Excellent. Thank you. I'm still pretty new. Like I started downloading in September to get ready for NetGalley November. So I haven't even been doing this a year. As a publisher, it was different. But I get different things as a publisher. So as a reader, I had not done it yet. Vanessa says, I could have said, hey, Kay, but I like saying, hey, shucksy lady. Jean says, hey to Steve. And Molly says, hey, Jean. And Vanessa says, morning, Jean. And Lindsay says, fab, I've joined the Discord. Excellent. Welcome to the dark side.
Yay.
Molly says, woot. And Kiana says, it just rolls off the tongue, Vanessa. Shucksy lady. And Vanessa says, it does. Ren says, I'm the opposite. I'm good with my unread books. You're doing awesome, Ren. I mean, I read a lot. It's just, buying's easier than reading. Not easier. Buying takes less time. And reading. It's what it is. It's not easier or harder. It's time. And Kiana, and I told my daughters when my tax refund hits, we're going to Barnes. Yes. Yes. Vanessa says, Kelly, Alicia, I want to thank y'all for the penny wheel thing. I got so much done yesterday. Right?
The what?
Now, it'll get to the point where it doesn't work anymore and I have to do something else, but then I go back to it later, right? So it's definitely one of the tools in my toolbox. So, and it alleviates a lot of the stress of the to-do list for some reason. It's weird, but happy. Yeah, it takes away that decision part. Decision paralysis, big deal with ADHD. I don't remember if you have ADHD, Vanessa, but it's definitely a big deal. So
What are we talking about now?
The spinner wheel. Vanessa's thanking us for the spinner wheel.
You're welcome.
And that's how I got so much done yesterday too. Spinner wheel's really working for me right now.
Yes.
Jean says Coda's trick is to not close the tab of NetGalley Reader or pull it from history. It doesn't always work. Yeah. Molly says, right. And Vanessa, penny equals spinny, obviously. Yep, I gotcha. Molly says, it's gamified if you make a wheel, Vanessa.
Yes.
Yeah, but gamified, you need a reward, right? So there's no reward for it, but it does take away that executive dysfunction.
I usually give myself a piece of chocolate.
I mean, I eat chocolate anyways. This isn't a reward. This is just normal life. A
or
reward
ice
that I'm
cream
still
or
breathing.
something.
Yeah. Jean says, I've only been doing NetGalley since July, but I have had my account since 2023, but I had locked myself out. Oops. Wait, you've only been doing it since July, but you're doing a ton, Jean. Man, you dived in. Nicely done. I'm impressed. Vanessa says, I need to proof my longer comments, obs. Nah, no, you don't. We're good. We're good. It's like I said, they were talking to me and they were trying to correct their grammar. You know, when you first talk to an editor and they get all nervous. And I was like, I do not correct conversation. We're just talking. You're good to go. Don't be nervous around me. I will say wrong things constantly. It's conversation. We're okay. And chat is conversation. We're okay.
NetGalley says I've been a member since 2011, but I haven't really been active on it until more recently.
Yeah, I think mine says 2016. That's when I started it with the company. Not this company, the prior one. Molly says, I'm only since July as well. Really? So Nakota did this to all of us. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Darn you, Nakota.
They did that, NetGalley November. And that's where everybody came in. So they were like, oh, get ready for this. And then they started doing it in July.
Yeah, Vanessa says, I've never thought I have ADHD, but I seem to have just a couple of the traits. Yeah, so many things cross over between anxiety, ADHD, and on the spectrum. There's so much crossover between these three. Sometimes there's just, it's hard to tell what is what. Molly says, I feel very rewarded when part of my clutter is done. That feeling is my reward. Oh, nice. Vanessa, oh man, another typo. I was speed typing to get the comment in to beat the chat versus video lag.
Say what now?
I wish it worked that way. There's no typing fast enough for the lag. It wins every time.
Because it's
Jean
live.
says, I'm currently laid off and trying a new career path. Ooh. What'd you say, Alicia?
Because it's lag. You'll never be able to catch up.
Vanessa says Toby and I had a convo about ADHD, and he said that you can develop neurodivergence from trauma. Oh. And I've had a lot of trauma in the last 5 or 6 years or so. Interesting. And Jean says, yes, Nicole and Coda and Vanessa gave me FOMO for ARC August. Yeah, for me, it was NetGalley November, man. They're like, come do this thing. And I was like, I don't want to. And they're like, oh, come on. You don't have to do ARCs. I was like, okay, fine. But I'm not going to do a thing and not do the thing the thing's about. So I just can't. My brain won't do that. Jean says, Vanessa is my kryptonite. Another Vanessa.
They're talking about the
awesome.
Read with Dr. B, Vanessa.
That's the one.
She be reading some stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how she does it.
Yeah, Molly offers hugs to Vanessa. Vanessa says, Jean, literally only have one arc. I don't usually do those because the deadline stressed me out. Exactly. That's why I am stressed out. I only have the 8 and I'm stressed out. I'm like, and I need to get them done. And Vanessa says, thank you, Molly. Mother Nature is trying to kill me. Well, at least kill your house. And Vanessa says, oh, I'm so used to people spelling my name the trad way. I totally thought Jean meant me. Nope. See, she got it. She knew what she was doing.
There's more than one Vanessa.
There's more than one Vanessa. Though ever since she showed us her cute little squirrel, I always put them together now.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And if you want to know what the squirrel is, you got to go to Dr. B's channel.
Oh, the squirrel.
Molly says, I have a theory that is similar, but it involves the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Interesting.
The dawn of the age
now I'm singing the song. Great. I'm just going to go through the whole musical in my head. All right. Vanessa says, I'm only doing the one arc because it sounded really cool and the author is a Go Indie Now regular. So, yeah. Then it becomes almost obligatory. I feel you, Vanessa. I feel you. All right. Let us go to our second sprint. I'll see y'all in 30. And there is our second sprint. I got about 250 words in. It's not enough. I need more. I want to at least finish this chapter. Cross my fingers. But it's a pretty emotional scene, so it's a little harder to write for me, anyways, especially after all the emotion I'm getting from Sword of Kaigen. So kind of an emotional. So or maybe it's good I'm writing it now. I don't know. How'd you do, Alicia?
I finished my to-do list, so I have that written. I took my antibiotic and I did 160 words. So we're trying. We're trying.
That's right. Getting them in, man. We're getting them in.
I still haven't found that list or the chapter revamp, so I have no idea what I did with it.
It's hiding. It refuses to be found.
It's like, we don't want you to finish the novel. I'm like, but I need to.
Like, but I need to get it done. There's something very satisfying about seeing the end.
Yeah.
Jean says, read with Dr. B has gotten me to read so much that has not been on my TBR. Interesting. That's good. That's why we like BookTube, right? So we can find books that we've never seen before. So
Yep.
I love it. And then find people who love the books we love too. It's not like you can just go to the cafe and go, who read this book? You know what I mean? There's just not enough of us.
Right.
So it's nice being on BookTube going, this book.
If you haven't read this book, read it.
Read it. And Vanessa says, I'm only doing this one arc. Nope, I read that. Jean says, I'm back at 71 arcs, even though I wrote 2 reviews. How did that happen, Jean? How did that magically occur? They just popped in.
She wrote the reviews, and as she wrote the reviews, 2 more popped into her feed. It was like, oh, you're done this one? Now read this one.
No, I was kidding. I meant she probably clicked and requested them, or did, you know what I mean? Or just one she requested before popped in.
I know. I was saying they were magically popped in.
Molly says, our severe weather tornado sirens are going. Uh-oh, Molly. Seek cover. Seek cover, please. Stay safe.
Yes.
Vanessa says, okay, I'm going to fill my med pillboxes for the week, then add tasks to my work and chore wheels. Excellent. Vanessa, Molly, oh no. Yeah, stay safe. Molly says, thank you, but it seems that they are actually doing the spring testing. Shoo. Oh, this is very bad time for the spring testing, considering all these tornadoes have been going through.
Right?
Maybe they should do it testing in winter when, it's very unlikely that there's going to be tornadoes going through. Nessa says they used to test ours every day. And every day? Why would you test it every day? Vanessa says that stopped a couple years ago. Thank goodness. Ugh, that would be so annoying. But you'd always know when it's time to eat lunch. I mean, that can help people like us who are time blind.
Maybe
By
it's
us, I mean me. I don't know who else is.
Right? I was going to say, maybe it's like a dual thing. They're testing to make sure it works for when a storm comes, but they're also telling you it's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime. Make sure you've eaten. They're just trying to be helpful. Vanessa, it sort of defeats the purpose because I just stopped hearing it because it happens so often. Yes, also true. Which means when it does go off, no one would pay attention because it's like white noise now. Yeah, I agree. Paula says, hey, Kelly, Alicia, and chat, popping in to hug the like button. Hello, Paula. It is so good to see you. Welcome in. Vanessa says, hey to Paula. And Courtney joined us too. Good morning, Courtney. So good to see you. I just started sprints, so passing through. Hope writing is going well. Absolutely. I am sure I will be joining your sprints after we're done here. And Alicia says, hello to Paula. And Courtney says, hey to Paula, Vanessa, Alicia, and Kelly. And there's a big thumbs up. Vanessa says, hey, Courtney. And Alicia says, morning, Courtney. Vanessa, also, I've started referring to coming to Morning Pirates as going into the office. Same. For me, like I get up and I'm complaining. I'm like, I'm just going to work just like everyone else, except I don't have to put on real pants. So quit complaining and go to your computer. Like this is the prep talk I tell myself every morning.
Yep.
Vanessa says my hubby looks at me weird. I mean, is that new though, Vanessa? Is that new? I mean, you've been married a long time just like I have. I don't think that's new. Right, Safo?
What?
It's not new for our hubby to look at us weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's not new. Vanessa says, but this is the best office I've ever worked in. Yes! Excellent! We also pay the worst.
Huzzah.
It's got the worst pay.
Right?
Lindsay says, my hubby laughs when I talk to Kelly and Alicia like they can hear me. We sense you. We sense your presence, Lindsay.
Yep.
I agree. Best office ever. Woot. Vanessa says, cheers. Ooh, I could use a mimosa. That could help. I could write a lot faster with a mimosa. It would be garbage, but well, not a mimosa, but a carafe. Alicia says, antibiotic taken, and technically we are done taking it. I'd love that. I'd love that. Yay. And Candace
Still
says,
have a
got to
cough.
still what?
I said I still have a cough.
You might need a suppressant at this time. You know what I mean? It's like it gets to the point where the body just won't stop. It's like so used to coughing, it just won't stop. It's like there's nothing
Yep.
to cough anymore. You could stop now. And it's like, no, I like this thing now.
No.
Kiana got to 77%. Nicely done, Kiana. And Vanessa says, yay, Alicia. Kiana, I'm off to get ready for the coal mines. Sorry. Kiana's like, I wish this was my office too.
Wow, wow.
Sorry, Kiana. And Vanessa, hubby has mostly stopped looking at me weird because it's expected. Oh, okay. So you've surprised him. But I still look at him weird all the time because he's way weirder than me. I think I mostly look at Zafo with confusion. Like, what are you trying to say right now? Zafo, is that accurate? Yeah, he shakes his head. That's accurate. I'm like, wait, what are you saying? Use English, not engineer.
Yep.
And Vanessa says, have a great day, Kiana. And Lindsay says, the doctor told me a cough can last 3 weeks after infection is gone. That's madness. It's just madness. It's like the body just gets in a habit. It keeps going. It's like, stop.
I mean, I understand why I still have it because I'm trying to like get all of the mucus and stuff out. So that's where the coughing fits are now coming in, but still, like, it's annoying. It makes my head hurt. It makes my body hurt. I don't like it.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm doing
Vanessa's-
all of the things.
Right? It's like it's also probably why you can't find the things you're looking for. Your brain still is not at 100% yet. You know what I mean? It's still foggy, literally.
Yep.
Vanessa says, I also look at hubby with confusion. He can say the weirdest things. I mean, he is Italian, right? There's got to be some kind of he's Italian, right? Is it Italian? I can't remember. Vanessa says, remind me to tell you about the feral flowers conversation. Was he trying to say weeds and he said feral flowers? I might call them feral flowers from now on. That is a way better term than weeds.
What?
You got that, Zafo? Feral flowers. That's what we got to dig out of our garden. Feral flowers. Okay, that made me really happy. Or the George Washington, bite is worse than his bark. Yeah. No, he's Dutch. I'm Italian. That's what it is. Gotcha. He's Dutch. It's because your last name. That's what I was thinking, right? Like this last name. No, he's Dutch. I'm Italian. I gotcha. Their whole entire conversations. They're not weeds. They're wildflowers. I like feral flowers. Sorry. That's what I'm calling. Even if that's not what he meant, that is the best term I've ever seen.
We have to use that in a book now.
That's right. The feral flowers. They've gone crazy.
The German who couldn't figure the name for forks and knives.
Oh, the German. Yeah, that old meme that talked about, what was it? Food.
He was trying to say cutlery.
Yeah.
So he said food weapons.
That's the word. Yeah. So Zafo's remembering the meme that went around where there was a German who couldn't remember the name for cutlery, couldn't think of that word. So it said call them food weapons.
Food weapons. Wow.
Yeah, we were gonna call it food weapons and we forgot. It's because there's different kinds. That's not very specific. I need a food weapon. Which one? Right? So that doesn't work. But feral flowers? Yeah. I love that.
I wrote both of those down. I'm going to use them in a book some way, somehow.
Plus, I think if he's Dutch, all I'm thinking is like, the fields of flowers that they grow, right? We get so many of our flowers from the Netherlands. So I'm like, maybe when he means feral flowers, he means like some of those tulips escaped and they're growing in the wild now. That would actually be more accurate for feral, right? Feral would be something we've domesticated escaping. So it doesn't
Nope.
actually describe weeds, but I think it's funny anyways.
We're
But
gonna
if
do
like
it.
something we cultivated, like, the tulips or something they're cultivating, escaping, though they're bulbs, so I'm not sure how that would happen. You see the bulbs walking away. Now that's a short story right there. Love you. Let's see. They're not weeds. They're not weeds. They're wildflowers. Yep, they are. Finish that one. Finish priority pages. Good job, Ren. You're catching up more than I'm at 225, so I am still 2 days behind. I'll do 2 days for sure. No, that cat cannot stay in here. There will be mass craziness if that cat stays in here. You're gonna have to get him. There you go. He let Cora chase him out. Cora's like, no, the cat can stay, and the cat's like,
Right through the door. He's like, I'm out.
That's right. That's right. Vanessa says it was literally a 3-minute long conversation to get to feral flowers.
Oh my gosh.
I'll buy you a drink. I want to say Dragon Con, but you're too busy at Dragon Con. So maybe I'll buy you a drink at Multiverse, and you can tell me the whole story. Vanessa says, yeah, I'll tell you the whole story if you're on the stream tomorrow, if you remind me. Oh, tomorrow. Okay, that'll be cool. Oh yeah, for your Wednesday stream. There you go. I'll remind you. Feral Flowers. Got that, Alicia? We have to remind her tomorrow. She'll tell us the story.
Okay.
And Zafo smooshes. And yay, or smooches. Did I say smooshes? I mean, Zafo smooshes garlic and puts it in delicious things.
I mean, I was coughing at the time you said it, so I heard smooches.
There you go. All right, here we go. Last sprint. And that was our last sprint for the day. And I got 860 words in, and I'm going to count that good. I did good. Till writing comes up again on that wheel, we are going to call that a success. How did you do, Alicia?
I found my notes.
Yay! You're like, I knew they were somewhere.
I am putting them in the binder so that you see that they are in the binder. They are in the binder.
Love it.
So I found the notes. I wrote 232 words, and I'm working on changing a few things because I think I am going to age them up. So I'm gonna have to rewrite a chapter later, but for the most part, everything still stands. I just have to age them up in some parts of the story, and then I gotta finish it.
So close, so close. I can't wait till you get to write the end.
Yes.
That's the fun part. Let's see. Vanessa says, okay, gonna spin the wheel and see what I'm working on this sprint. And the writer troop volunteer form popped up. Ooh, I hope you made some progress in that, Vanessa. Let's go. That's right. That's right. Lindsay says, yay, finished work for today. Yay. See, it was office for Lindsay today too. Now reading The Road for adaptation for Hjörkid. I've already read the graphic novel. Excellent. Yeah, I'm at the desperate part. I'm just reading the one thing, and if I have time for the original, then I'm going to do it. I did enjoy. Is that the Cormac McCarthy one?
Oh.
I didn't enjoy that. It was like, oh no, it's so hard to be a single dad. That's what I felt like through the whole thing. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna beat you. I'm just gonna beat you. Plus, it's another one. If you've already read the graphic novel, so I'm not spoiling anything, is that because it's post-apocalyptic. Like there was like a nuclear holocaust or something. Like it just like destroyed everything. But they're like, there's like no animals, the trees are dying and blah blah, like everything's dying. I'm like, okay, if everything's dying, there's no wild animals, there's no anything, how are humans still alive?
Especially if there's no food or water resources.
Well, the food they were and the water they were getting that were like old packaged from the buildings. There's no hunting, there's no fishing, he was talking about how everything was even dead in the ocean. I'm like, then
That's not possible.
Do you think humans are magical and they can survive all these things that all the other animals can't?
That's
You're gonna tell me rats are gone, but humans are still here? Come on. Come
Try
on.
again.
So the whole thing was like, this is dumb. And plus, if everything's dead and you happen to survive, you're gonna die anyway. So what are you even doing? I can't. I just can't. And this is years after, because the child was born after this happened, and so it's been years after. And I'm like, this is so dumb,
Really?
so dumb. I don't understand sometimes. I'm like, why is this award winning? I just want to scream. Oh, it's so hard being a single dad. Okay, whatever. And Spank says, howdy, everybody. Happy World Awesome Day. Yay! Happy World Awesome Day. That's a fun one. Happy Super Mario Day. Excellent. And happy Ranch Dressing Day. It's Ranch Dressing Day every time we have pizza. That's what ranch dressing is for in this house, to eat the pizza crust. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I use marinara. I like marinara with my pizza.
Yeah, but I don't always have marinara, but I always have ranch.
Oh.
And plus, the rest of the pizza tastes like marinara. I want something a little different. See?
We also get stuffed crust pizza, so I just think of it as like a cheese stick.
That makes sense. We get something different every single time, so it's never the same. No, not we. I get something different every single time. Sable always just gets lots of pepperoni.
That's kind of the same. Like, we get one because we have Hungry Howie's, and we have they have a bacon cheeseburger pizza. So that's what my husband gets, and then I'm the one. He goes, all right, what do you want on your pizza this week? It's usually pepperoni, and I'll either do grilled chicken or meatballs or bacon bits.
Like it. I like lots of veggies on my pizza. That's usually good. I get a veggie one. There was a chicken and veggie one, which was good. I had that, and it was a white sauce instead of a red sauce. And then last one I got was the Philly cheesesteak one. Was really good. But I always get a different one.
I think next, if we do pizza this week, because they're talking about changing it up completely, but if we do pizza this week, I think I'm gonna go Hawaiian,
There you go.
just to throw them off.
I don't mind fruit on my pizza, but I don't mind. You can put just about anything on pizza, and it's still, food.
Yep.
Let's see. Swank says, I had to sleep in this morning. I have to stop staying up late. I understand. Sometimes it's just hard, especially when I'm streaming. It's hard to like shut it off and go to bed. And Alicia said hello to Swank. And Jean says, I hate when my tab hibernates. Yeah, that is very frustrating.
What
It's
does
like,
that
stop
mean?
doing that. When it like goes away, like it won't show the live anymore. You won't be caught up. It does all kinds of weird things sometimes.
Oh, weird.
Vanessa said, hey to Swank. Vanessa says, I got sidetracked by multiple conversations, but I did start the form at least. There you go. You got time. You got
That's
some
half the
time.
battle.
That's right. And Vanessa says, great job, Kelly. And woo, also great job, Alicia. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you. Ren says, made it to 9% in Crown of Midnight. Thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. Jean says, what are you writing, Alicia?
My first novel.
Well,
I
tell
have
us the
so many-
genre.
I don't know.
Contemporary romance, basically, right? But it's got the Formula One.
Yeah, well, it's got like a street racing element, so it's like contemporary romance with street racing. Think Fast and the Furious, but on the love side of things.
Concentrating on the love story. That's right.
Yep.
And Jean says, I hate the road, including the barbecued babies. Yeah, the road was just awful. It was just,
What?
the whole book was horrible.
Oh, that's a book. Oh,
Yeah.
No,
it's
thank you.
it's just awful. I'm sorry. I was like award winning. Lindsay, it's the clean water that I always find unbelievable in dystopian books. I mean, how does everyone not have dysentery? I just need to suspend my disbelief. Yeah, if it's just like one thing that drives me crazy, I can move on. That's what I've done with Sword of Kaigen, right? Like this, the way they have these things connected, I'm like, I don't think so. But I can forgive that and move on, right? But when the whole thing, the entire story is based on, makes no sense at all, I just can't. I just can't.
But you're just like, I don't think so.
I'm like, this is dumb. If nothing's alive, that we count. We're part of that. So if even the trees can't survive, I'm like, this is stupid. This is so stupid. So stupid. Vanessa said, things like that completely ruin my experience. If there's something hugely basic that doesn't work in the story, I'm just critical of everything. Exactly, Vanessa. Exactly. And then it just makes me angry. It just makes me angry. Especially almost every time it is such a simple thing to fix, too. Like, there's a very simple thing to fix. And they just don't. And Spank says, hola, Vanessa. Vanessa, the Writers Troop hit 1,000 members this week. Yay! So it's time for more mods and new roles. Ooh, I love it. I love it. The idea that Cormac McCarthy wrote a dystopian is so weird. That's the point. It's really a post-apocalyptic. It's not dystopian, but still, that's the point. Literary fiction writers should stick with literary fiction and stay out of spec fic because they do it wrong. They don't think about world building, like, ever. And so it's like, but I can't care about your characters when everything they're going through doesn't feel real because the world they live in is not real. And look, this is coming from somebody who loves huge old fantasies with dragons where nothing is real. Right? So this is me saying that. And I'm saying that because they said, these are the rules for this world. I'm like, gotcha. Right? So you've got to establish now, if they started disobeying the rules that they set up, now I have a fit. Right? And so this one takes place in the real world. Guess what? We already have rules. So when you build your world in the real world, you have to tell us why things are different. So, why what I experience now is not how this world works. So you tell us why that is, and then we believe you, and then you have to stick with that. So, but we have to be able to believe you.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's, I'm 100% think literary fiction, they need to stay out. It has a place. Look, I'm reading literary fiction right now, but they should just not do. I had the same problem with Never Let Me Go. I always talk about that one. Because that one, it's about a bunch of people that they don't even tell you right away. You got to figure it out, which I figured it out very quickly. And the group I was in had no idea, but that's because I read spec fic all the time, right? Is that they're clones of people, and their existence is just to be to hold the organs, and then they take their organs as theirs fail, right? So that they can live longer. Except the way these clones are raised makes no sense. You are not going to raise clones the way it is described in that book when their purpose is to have nice, healthy organs for the people that paid for them to exist to get their organs. It made no sense. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. They're not just going to let them live a life, right? They're not going to be considered human because you're not going to take someone's organs and their life doesn't count and consider them human. Do you see what I mean? So that one made no sense. But I could keep one after another of lit fic trying to do dystopian trying to do spec fic, and it just doesn't make any sense. Jean says one of the friends read The Road and she was like, I don't know what you mean. It was trauma filled. She picked the book for book club. Yeah. Yeah, it's trauma filled. But because I couldn't get through the world, I didn't feel any of the trauma because none of it felt real. It has to feel real. Right? Now, but again, to me, this is an award-winning, very popular book. Look, it has adaptations. This is a personal problem. And this, by the way, is proof also why you don't ban books, because people get different experiences when they read books. So I hate this book, and notice not once did I say it shouldn't exist.
Right.
I just said, I don't want it. I don't want it to have anything to do with this book. That's a pet peeve of mine. Jean said, for some odd reason, I thought you were writing fantasy, Alicia. Probably because you read so much of it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do read a lot.
Mm-hmm. And Jean said, good luck with your novels. Thank you, Jean. And Jean says, I enjoyed Never Let Me Go. Yeah, I couldn't. I just couldn't. It didn't make any sense.
I've never read it.
The world has to make sense, and the world didn't make any sense. And Vanessa says, okay, gonna grab some breakfast, another cup of coffee. Thanks so much for sprints, y'all. Absolutely. And I need to get back to work. So I am going to do that. No, I lied. I'm going to walk the dog first. So maybe I can beat the rain. Then I'm going to get back to work. So thank you so much for sprints. Do you have any last words, Alicia?
I can't think of anything today.
At least I can understand you and you don't have to mute every 2 seconds coughing. This is improvement.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Improvement has happened. You have seen it live.
Yep.
I guess I could say the same things that I've been saying, like 100 pages book club sprints are tomorrow night. So you'll be able to understand me by then. Mm-hmm. And make sure you check out the Discord. And I will have a video at some point uploaded. Because I'm probably just going to have to push everything back a week for upload.
Nice. I need YouTube to come up on my spinner wheel. It hasn't come up yet.
I need to make a spinner wheel.
And Jean says, and see, Kelly and I hated The Road in different ways. Yeah, and that's the whole point, right? It should still exist. Exactly, Jean. Exactly. See you pirates tomorrow. Absolutely, Vanessa. See you tomorrow. Jean says, thank you for the sprints. And Zwank says, thanks for sprints. See y'all tomorrow. And Vanessa, looking forward to reading sprints tomorrow. I'm where I should be for book club. So yay. Yes. I'm looking forward to it too. So I'm all caught up and we shall read again tomorrow. We only have 2 weeks left. There's something nice about the small book.
I know. It's going by quicker.
Yep.
It'll be like that with Pride and Prejudice too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that'll just be 4 weeks as well.
Yep.
Yeah, assuming we can, not going to be able to read as many pages as at once though, because it was written 150 years ago. So
So
120
in
years ago.
theory, let's see. At the end of this month, on the 25th, is when we do the discussion for Book of Doors, which means that April 1st, no pun intended, but we will be starting Pride and Prejudice. And if that's 4 weeks long, then the discussion is at the end of April. So we're going to have to start figuring out what we're going to start in May.
Yeah, well, I figured we would put a vote up when we start Pride and Prejudice so that everyone can start deciding. We can put the vote up in Discord and we can put it up on YouTube also.
Yep.
Excellent. All right. Thank you, everyone. And we will see you tomorrow at the office.
Arg.